Hey there, Titans. Welcome back to another Titan Academy video. In today's video, I will show you how to use the barcode generator to generate barcodes and the barcode scanner to scan them. So in my example, I'm going to do an event registration. So over here, you can see I have this page set up. And if we quickly click preview, you'll see when we click on register, I'm collecting some information about our contact and about the contestant. And when we click on submit, what I'm doing is I'm storing all that information in Salesforce, and then I'm redirecting to a second page in my project where we have an ID for the contact that we just created. So let's head over to our second page. And over here, what I want to do is I want to generate a QR code that is going to identify my newly created contact. So I have here two text fields already, a heading and a paragraph. And what I want to do is I want to add a barcode generator. Now let's make this a bit larger so it looks nicer. And I want to show you a bit of the settings we have. So firstly, for content, we can either choose a QR code, which I will be using, or barcode 128, which is just a standard barcode. And that's pretty much it. Under interactivity, you have normal stuff such as hide on load or confirmation, but I think we'll just leave this as it is. Now, over on this page, we are already getting a contact ID that was just created. So I want to go to e-ticket, and on page load, what I want to do is I want to run a Salesforce action. And over here, I want to get my newly created contact. So I'm going to search for contact, where my contact ID is equal to my contact. There we go, e-ticket cont ID. Finally, under mapping, you can see I have the generator down here. Over here, I wanted to map my contact ID. Under donkey name, I want to map our contestant name here. And over here, I want the contact's full name. So let's hit apply, close, select our get, and that's pretty much the barcode generator set up. Let's head over to our e-ticket validation project, and over there we will set up the barcode scanner. So I'm here on my e-ticket validation project, and you can see I have a field for attendee name and status, which will show us if the attendee is valid or invalid, and finally a button to reset everything. So the last thing we need here is a barcode reader, which will scan our QR code and tell us if the attendee is valid or invalid. So what we want to do is head over to interactivity and set up an on-scan action. This will trigger every time the barcode scanner detects a barcode. And the first thing we want to do is we want to run a Salesforce action and get a contact. Now, if you remember, our QR code is going to hold our contact ID. So we're going to choose contact, and under condition, we're going to check if the contact ID is equal to the barcode reader value. And finally, under mapping, what we want to do is we want to map attendee name as a custom value. And we'll select the contact's full name. And for total rows, we want to map this to a variable that I created, total rows. So we will run our contact get, and this will map our attendee name. And after finish, what we want to do is we want to evaluate if we actually got any results. This will tell us if it's a valid contestant or not. So if total results equals 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the status field as valid, and probably give it a nice color too, a nice dark green. That should do it. And otherwise, I want to set the status as invalid and color it red. So let's just hit apply here, and we can save this project. So next, let's go back to our original project here, and let's register a contestant. So let's click on register. Let's give it a first name, a last name, an email. When we hit submit, you'll see we are presented with a QR code. So now let's head over to our phone where we will scan this QR code and see that the scanner is working properly. So I'm over here in my e-ticket validation project and allow access to my camera. And now I have here another phone with my e-ticket, and I can scan my barcode, and you can see I get the information back from Salesforce. I get my attendee name, and I can see that this is a valid user. So I can reset this information and scan again. And that's how it's done.